So I'm here with Tokyo Police Club.
Hello.
And the first thing I want to ask you guys, could you introduce yourself and what you do in the band?
I'm Greg. I play drums.
And I'm Josh. I play guitar.
All right, awesome. Going swell so far. That's really good.
One down.
For someone who hasn't listened to Tokyo Police Club before, what would you say to make them check you out?
We'd really like if you checked us out. And we're nice people, so you should want to please us.
That's good, yeah. Wanting to please them. Was there anything that would stick out about your band that you want people to listen to?
I don't know. If you want a good rock mixed with pop thing.
Like they had a baby.
Yeah, I think we do a pretty good job at it. I mean, I'm a fan. So I hope you will be too.
If you're a fan of your own music, you're getting fire. I mean, that's what I think.
That's how.
I mean, I enjoy it. So
thank you. We appreciate that.
Your last full-length album was a cover song album from 2001 to 2010. Why did you choose to do a full cover album like that?
I don't know if we at the time thought that it was going to be a cover album. We thought it was sort of like a collection of songs we had. It almost felt more like a writing exercise, like getting back into writing for the new album. And we thought, okay, let's start with cover songs. And then we thought a little bit more, and it was, all right, let's choose a song from the last 10 years and do sort of your favorites all through it. And by the end, we just came out with 10 songs. Some were pop singles, some were our friends' bands, and it was just a great experience, and it was really an easy way to get back into the studio and back into the creative mindset for the next record.
So it was more fun than anything.
Yeah, it definitely was.
Anything you'd like to say about it?
No, I think it was, yeah, like Josh said, a writing exercise, but just a way to hear any song through our kind of band filter. To take a song from like Queens of the Stone Age and a song from like the Strokes and then a song from Kelly Clarkson and all hear them kind of as if we had listened to them, kind of opened up our songwriting palette, I guess, and kind of, I guess it didn't make anything go, but it kind of allowed us to go like, well, maybe we can try some things that we were maybe a little too timid to try before.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So your official third-length album, your studio album, called Forcefield, is coming out March 24th in the UK and I think 25th in Canada.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell us a little bit about what into the new album?
Well, we spent a long time doing it. We wrote and wrote and wrote, and at the end, I think we had something like 40 to 50 songs. And the ones that made it onto the album just sort of had spent a long time together, and they sort of were put through the ringer, and we came out the other side with these songs that lasted for that obscenely long length of time. And I think you can really hear the time it took to craft them and make them all really cohesive instead of like different songs on an album. We tried to use sort of the same elements and put it all together. The extreme example of that is Argentina, where it's sort of 3 songs actually just strung together. Yeah.
So do you got anything to say about the new album? Anything special about it?
No, I agree. It was a long time coming. I mean, some of the songs on that record were the first songs that we started writing on, like Beaches. When we started working on the record, like middle of 2011, that was one of the first new songs that we ever played live. And it like Josh said, like it is an exercise of like kind of second guessing ourselves and trying a lot of things with each of those songs to try and figure out what, I guess, our direction would be, what our sound would be, how we wanted an album of songs to turn out. And it always kind of kept going back to our first instinct, which is kind of like what we've learned to trust, I guess. So, I mean, the song Beaches, as it ended up on the album, sounds a lot like the first time we ever played it live. So,
and that's not to say that all the stuff you learn when you're changing it isn't valuable. So we coined the term circle back.
So it's like you got what you've known from the years of playing. We want to like step outside your safety zone.
Yeah, and you do that for a while, then you come back to the beginning. You're like, okay, that was a good trip.
Yeah,
this is what the song is.
Sometimes,
here we are.
Sometimes you have something so good, you just want to keep it together and make a solid sound. Yeah,
Definitely.
So when you put out your first 2 albums, it was about a year, maybe 2 years to wait to hear something new from you guys. But this is about almost 4 years in the making.
Yeah.
What took so long to put it out?
The writing.
Yeah.
It was just, honestly, it was just, I mean, like Josh said, we wrote close to 50 songs for it, and we didn't, it came to the point where, I mean, we'd write 10 songs and then take maybe one of those songs and be like, cool, like that's the one that sticks out here, and then like go back and write like another 5 and be like, okay, that's the best of this one. So this record feels like our 9 best songs that I think we've ever made. I'm really proud of every song, and I think it took us that long to do it just because it takes that long to create something that you really like. I mean, we all liked everything that we've done before, not to throw that in the trash or anything, but I don't know, I just have a confidence in this album and what we're doing right now that I don't think I could say we really had as a band before. So
you had a lot of good material, you just wanted to put out your best that you possibly could.
Yeah, totally, definitely.
That's understandable. A lot of musicians do that. That's awesome. So the first official single put out for the new album, I do believe it's called Hot Tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Why did you decide to put that out above every other song?
I think, well, we decided to use it as the first single just because it was, it's got an undeniable pop element to it, and we thought it probably stands sort of alone on the record and sort of alone from everything else we've done. Some of our other songs have been very poppy, but this is probably up there. And we just decided to put it out there and see what the reaction was and lead off with it. And if people like that song, then they're going to like the rest of the album. And if people who knew us before don't like that song so much, we had Argentina out before, and hopefully they'll wait for the album to come out.
Mm-hmm. I think it's the perfect counter to Argentina.
Yeah.
Which is 9 minutes of stuff that can be, I don't think it's really challenging, but I mean, to sit through a 9-minute song with, you know, like no really discernible chorus, or you don't really know like when the verses are coming in. It doesn't have a typical song structure at all. I think that's one thing, and then Hot Tonight just seemed the most accessible after that, and so that kind of is the full breadth of the album, I guess, right there. So it kind of gives stuff on polar ends, and then the album kind of fills in everything in between.
So you have Hot Tonight, which was like a really cool, upbeat pop single, and then you put out something like Argentina, which was a 3-part song put into one, and a cool little lyric video. What made you decide to actually put like 3 parts of the song together into one?
That was an idea Dave had, yeah.
Yeah.
We were all kind of skeptical at the time. It was, he just came in one day when we were in our rehearsal studio and said, guys, I know, okay, we have these 3 parts right here. Or we had the beginning and we had the end.
The end is separate songs.
And then he had found like a way to kind of bridge them together with that whole middle part, and we spent a day just like working it out and figuring out how it would all go together and demoing it, and then the demo even sounds a lot like the recorded version, I think. So that's just Dave's vision.
So it worked out. I mean, you had I really like it.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of long songs people could sit through and say, oh, really enjoyed that song.
No, I'm glad, because I know how my gut reaction would be to a band I like saying, oh, our new single's 9 minutes long. Like, right.
Yeah, what, would you make like a super long video like Drake did?
Yeah, it's awesome to hear the positive response.
Thanks.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah,
thank you.
That.
So you guys, is this your first time being in Newfoundland tonight?
Yes.
Yeah, so you excited to play?
Yes. Yeah, very, very excited.
So I'm guessing you guys played a lot of shows in the past, almost, 10 years?
Yeah.
What would you say is the biggest thing you've done as a band?
It has been nice now, especially being in Newfoundland, being able to go across the entire country.
Yeah.
It's nice doing your own country. It's always cool going to other places and countries that you'd never get to go to, or never even think that there'd be a reason to go there. The biggest thing that we've done, man.
It's a thumper.
It is. It's a good question.
I feel like those Christmas
is
shows that we've done in Toronto have always been kind of a way to do a hometown show, but I guess like for us it's kind of a homecoming each time we do one of those, and it's the biggest deal to me to be able to, I mean, we do travel a lot and we're away so often that it's pretty rare that I get to see all my friends and family in one place. But those have kind of become an opportunity to do that, and to show our like family and friend like, hey, we're still doing this, and this is what we're doing right now, and it's the end of the year, so let's just go celebrate, and we'll put on a show for you, and then we'll go get drunk afterwards. So
We dropped the ball last year, but hopefully we'll pick up the tradition again this year.
So like even with like I think all the big festivals you play, like even Coachella, I think you're after playing, right? And even something that big, you'd say a small hometown show is the best.
Yeah, it's always it's nice coming home, and it's nice playing anywhere because ultimately you're playing for people that came out to see you play music, which is just absurd.
But hometown feel is always the
hometown
best.
feel.
Right?
it feels great. Yeah.
All right, well that's pretty cool. So again, like small town show to Coachella. I thought you'd say something like that was your biggest thing. Oh man, that's insane. So yeah, I think we just about done. You know, you guys excited to play tonight?
Yes.
If there's anything you could say to anyone watching out there right now, what would it be? You know?
Thanks for coming to the show if you came to the show.
Thank
and
you.
if you didn't come to the show, we will be back soon because I can't believe it took us this long to get to the easternmost point of the country.
We're usually the last place that any band
I'm
will
sorry
visit.
about that.
But we're excited to be here, and yeah, we can't wait to play.
Other bands like Protest the Hero, I think you guys ever heard of them?
Yeah, we know them.
They're like good friends with a lot of people here, and they come back almost every year, and they
Really?
get drunk with a lot of people here. It's funny.
Yeah, hopefully we can do that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you're at the Breezeway. I'm fairly certain there's probably enough down there. Yeah. Anything you'd like to say before we close out?
I'm just really excited for everything that this year is going to bring. I can't wait for people to hear the new record, and I can't wait to go play it live for everybody. So please keep coming to our shows, and we'll see you there when we're there.
Alright, that's about everything we got with Tokyo Police Club. Make sure you pick up the new album when it comes out March 25th, Forcefield, and yeah, make sure to check out the guys. Really nice, really awesome tunes, so get into it.
Thank you.